Welcome to Brain Hacks. I am Dr. Colin, this is Dr. Doyle, this is Dr. Yvonne. Learning medicine is hard work. Brain Hacks makes it easy, so try it now for free.
In this video, we will discuss the typical anatomy of the brachial plexus. The brachial plexus supplies motor innervation to muscles of the shoulder, arm, forearm and hand. The brachial plexus also provides sensory innervation to the bones, skin muscles and connective tissue of the shoulder and upper extremity. The brachial plexus contains motor and sensory fibers from spinal segments, C5 to T1. Fibers from these spinal segments mix together and then segregate as they form first roots, trunks, divisions, then cords and, finally terminal branches. Let's look at how these different parts of the brachial plexus are formed. Ventral rami from C5 to T1 form the roots. More distally the roots form the trunks. The C5 and 6 roots join together to form the upper or superior trunk. Likewise the C8 and T1 roots join to form the lower or inferior trunk. Finally the C7 route continues by itself to become the middle trunk. Next each trunk divides into an anterior division that innervates the anterior compartment muscles, while all of the fibers in the posterior division will innervates the posterior compartment muscles. The posterior divisions of each of the 3 trunks join together to form the posterior cord. The anterior division will form the lateral cord and the medial cord. Note that these cords, the medial, lateral and posterior, are named according to their position relative to the axillary artery and the anatomical position. The medial cord lies medial to the artery. The lateral cord lies lateral to the artery, and the posterior cord lies posterior to the artery. Finally the brachial plexus will form its 5 terminal branches. These are the musculocutaneous nerve, axillary nerve, radial nerve, median nerve, and ulnar nerve. Terminal branches of the lateral and medial cords form the characteristic M shape, anterior to the axillary artery, which is usually the most distinctive feature of the brachial plexus, and serves as a reference point for locating and identifying the other components of the plexus. It's time to add an important smaller nerves that arise from the roots, the dorsal scapular nerve, which is a branch of the C5 root, and the long thoracic nerve, which is formed by branches from C5, C6 and C7 roots. Nerves also arise from the upper trunks are both the suprascapular nerve, and the nerve to subclavius. Let's conclude by briefly discussing some clinical aspects of the brachial plexus. Because the brachial plexus innervates all the muscles of the upper extremity, injuries to it can have devastating effects on arm and hand function that are critical for activities of daily living. The brachial plexus can be injured in many ways, of course, including penetrating knife, bullet wounds, shoulder injuries, fractures of the humerus and surgical procedures.